I was scared like you were because I didn't know, right? And then S stands for you need to speak it out. You need to speak your affirmations. When you hear the wealthy people, they talk about their affirmations, what they say when they wake up. So in the morning when I wake up, I say, oh my God, I'm a billionaire because I'm past millionaire, right? So I'm a billionaire, and guess what? This weekend we get invited to go spend time with a billionaire. See, the universe delivers your promises, right? So whatever you speak, you will bring about. Then you have to what? Share. You have to share your knowledge, which means duplication. You can't be a one-man show. You can't be one person on an island. You have to duplicate, right? The next thing is, S stands for success. Who wants to be successful? Everybody, right? And then it talks about submit to greatness. S stands for submit to greatness. See, a lot of us, we're trying to come up with a new way, easy way, this way, that way. We're coming to the convention thinking, oh my God, there's a new way. There's no new way. You have to recruit people, train them, and get them to RVP. The more you get to RVP, then you become successful. Isn't that true? Right? So you have to duplicate. The next S stands for significance. What does John Maxwell say? There's levels of leadership, and the highest level is significance. How many of you want to be significant? Like Cheryl Bartlett, like Francis Avery. These are the significant, like Jimmy Carter, right? They were significant. The next one, the N stands for National Sales Director. They didn't talk about you and your one guy. National. We want to be all over the country, right? We want to dominate New York. We want to be Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, everywhere, right? Woo! And the next N stands for no nonsense. And you know what? The first S, it also talks about suffer well. You ladies need to just shut up and go to work. Okay, stop talking about your compelling reason why you can't do the business. A lot of us spend time telling people about our victimness. We can't do that anymore. We have to suffer well, right? Just like Bill Whittle tells us, suffer well, like the Bible tells you to do that, right? Don't be talking about your story, right? Talk about your story when you get there, because really nobody cares. Right? S, and the next S is what? Superb. You gotta be super. You're special. You gotta serve others. This is a business of servanthood. This is not like the business of, okay, I fill out an IBA so I could override them for the rest of my life. I wish it was that easy. We have to serve people. We have to develop people. We have to show them the way, right? So if you raise your leadership, then you will help people and you will serve them. And then the S stands for strategy. Before you leave this convention tonight, you better have a strategy, because every convention we went to, we had a strategy. When we were going to go home, this is what we're going to do. Because if you don't have the strategy, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose the moment. Your team, you have to have a strategy. The S stands for stop the BS. Just stop it. You know who you are. You know what to do. When people say, well, tell me what, I want to be motivated. Listen, motivation is within. Yes. Nobody motivated me when I was single, joining this business, coming to the women's conference. And when I came to the first women's conference, they didn't tell me I had to pay for a workshop fee. So you know what I did? I just went to the bathroom and I realized there was loudspeakers in the bathroom. I just hung out in the bathroom. That was my first convention. I didn't bring anybody with me. I didn't tell anybody that story, like, oh, look at me, poor me, I'm a victim. No, I just listened and I said, oh my God. And I remember Bob Stafford speaking, right? And then I had to really use the bathroom, right? But it's like, I heard Bob Stafford and he said, listen, you could get referrals and build this business. I said, what is the referrals? So I started walking around with people, they didn't know who I was. I knew they were the speakers, so they must know something. I said, what is a referral? They said, well, you can get people to give you names so you can talk to them and help them to build your business. I said, oh my God, that's what I'm going to master. And that's how we built our business, 100% referrals. Wow. Right? The other S stands for what? You have to be what? Standards. You have to have some standards. You know what? I think it was Whitney me that said, you don't have to beg people.
No.
You know, we have to have standards as women. Just like when single women in this room, you have to have standards when you go out and look for a partner. You don't need the bottom of the barrel. Okay, you need the top of the heap, right? Yeah. Listen, I'm worthy, and I need to think like a millionaire, because I remember going to an appointment, and I was talking to a married couple, and their daughter was a young daughter, and I tried to convince her to listen to the presentation, and she wouldn't listen, right? And I said, oh, well, you must have another plan. She said, yeah, I'm going to marry a rich guy. And then, you know, I'm not like kind of a truth teller. I don't like to hold back. And I said, listen, girl, no rich guy is marrying for you. Get over here. Right? You just have to be so desirable in this business or anything in life. Isn't that true? Right? And a lot of people say, well, I don't have discipline. No, you don't have desire. Because if you had the desire, you would create a discipline.
Yes.
Because you want to win so bad. You want to dominate, right? That's what the D stands for. You want to dominate so bad. Because I could feel it. Some of the women out there are competitors in this front row. It's probably killing them, right? They have that desire. We have to turn that desire into discipline, right? You have to do your appointments, yes, every day. A lot of people ask me, do you work 7 days a week? What work? You go to the appointment, give a presentation, drink the people's dreams in summer. It's like you don't even have to buy your own water. Because sometimes at the end of the day, I have 7 water bottles. What work? Come on, give me a break. That's not work, right? The work is between your head, right? So you have to have the desire. If you want to build this business, this is a 70, 80-hour commitment a week. But shame on us. We're busy doing something. Ladies, I know you like to do a lot of stuff. Get out of the kitchen, get to the kitchen table, hire somebody to clean your toilets. And I think it was, yes, Rick Susie, he said, be careful what you master.
Ooh.
See these beautiful hands? They don't clean. They get paid to build multi-million-dollar businesses. You understand? But in closing, the last D, not only have you to have desire and be driven, by the time you leave here today, you have to make a decision. You have to have that gut feeling inside of you. You know what? I don't want to look left and I don't want to look right. I want to look at the person in the mirror and say, listen, did I make a decision? And every convention we went to, my husband and I, right, in the beginning I was single, but I still made the decision to do something big, right? And we came back and we decided that we're never, ever going to let money be an obstacle. Because a broke Primerican is not attractive, right? Because if you have a license, you have a license to make money, right? And then the D stands for dominate. Who wants to dominate? Right? So Dino, our team that's here from New York, we are going to dominate this world. And then I just remember when I joined this business, my code number is NA832. That means that I was the 32nd person in New York to get licensed. But let me tell you something. I might have been the 32nd person, but we're going to be the #1 million earner in New York. Don't let anybody steal your dreams. So ladies, let's go out there and dominate and kick some butt.
The motion to motion continue from Riverside.